I'm doing this because I want to film my sincere and genuine reaction to actually seeing the car for the first time. Mr. TJ. What's up, dude? Go! Jesus! You scared the fuck out of me. I can see you there. Hi. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a glorious day. I get to go get a sneak peek at kILLface, live and in person. We're heading to Customs by Bigun in Mooresville, North Carolina, Race City, USA, to check out the progress on kILLface. Obviously, I've been getting some little sneak peeks here and there. I've posted some teaser shots on the Facebook page, and it's been a couple weeks since I've seen any updates on it. I'm heading there today to get basically fitted for the car. So the seat, the pedals, the steering wheel, all the stuff that you need to basically control a race car. We're gonna, iron out the small details on that. I'm also bringing him a boatload of parts, my drop spindles, a few other things, motor plates, etc. But before we go there, we have to make one tiny little pit stop at MacFab Beadlocks in Goldston, North Carolina, because we gotta drop off these big sexy billet specialties to have them work their magic on it. We're almost there. Here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be your inner ring, just like my old wheels were, but now we're stepping up to the 24 volt. So, what's your name, man?
Kevin.
Kevin, you don't mind being on camera here?
No.
All right. So, Kevin here's taking care of us. Oh shit, I just tapped it. We're gonna drop these off, and then NHRA U.S. Nationals Championship Pro Mod winner Lyle Barnett is going to be carrying these over to Bigun for me, because as you can see, compared to the last time we were here, business is a booming, I would say.
We're doing okay right now.
Yeah, so these guys have expanded a lot of what you guys are capable of, because before it's just basically 15 or 16 inch wheels, right?
Yeah.
Your typical drag wheels, and now
we're doing 24s, 26s. We did
24s.
Dog master last week.
What is this?
This is a set of 18-inch Mickey Thompsons. The customer is
18 by...
These are actually 18 by 16 and a half, but we're going to cut down to like 18-12s.
Oh my God. So that's a 15 by 12. That's what's going on in my car.
Yep.
Which, that's a big girthy wheel. And then this is a typical like 15 by 10. This is what used to be on the car. So Jesus. That's my size 15 Hey Dude next to it. And then it's not, a lot of people, I like the guys that comment all the time like, oh, those big rim cars don't need beadlocks. Like, when you see the times, if you're in the know, a lot of these guys don't share their times, but if you know how fast those cars are, you'll know why they need beadlocks.
They're going over 170 miles an hour.
Yeah. So now they started stepping it up to offering all the way down to custom engraving. So we're gonna, obviously I wanna represent. So we're gonna put MacFab on the rings. But
those are actually replacement rings. So now we started off with this service. If you have an existing weld beadlock, okay, and you damage your outside beadlock ring, you can actually order our Fast Eddie style or any of our styles.
Gotcha.
Meant to fit and replace. There's a 20-volt weld. We can replace billet specialties or RC top as well.
That's awesome.
Champion that went out of business. We'll start making replacement rings for the old champion.
Oh yeah. Even are you beadlocking go-kart wheels here?
Yes, we're throwing around that idea. They started offering that in one category. So.
That's amazing. So you guys have expanded obviously over here too, to bring in basically everything is now essentially in-house.
Yep, so our machine shop is in the back.
Dude, that's a BMX collector's dream. Freestyle World Tour, old GT Performer, another World Tour,
The original
Redline, Haro Freestyler. Y'all probably want to see the machine shop, but I'm more drilling over. What? Anyway, I'm drooling, but I'll check this out.
Yeah, so you can get all of our rings here after the first stop originally said, well, then we can get anodized. So you can get your standard polished or black. We could even do black, you know, after machining if you want it down.
That looks really.
We do red, purple, blue, gold,
How much? Man. So this is how you're.
This is what we bought to do the big golf wheels. So it's got 33 by 78 inches of travel.
Holy.
We can actually handle, I think, about 8,000 pounds in the table there itself. So we can machine some custom stuff.
That's incredible. So this. How heavy is that? So how heavy is this?
Each one of those are just stacks of plates there.
So you start out with this.
Probably 35 pounds of plate.
Okay, so 35 pounds turns into, bolts onto this, turns into.
Yeah, there's one of the cutoff rings. So.
It's a 30?
That's a 26.
That's a 26 inch. Jesus. It's insane. Absolutely insane what these guys are doing here. That's awesome, dude. I just want the bikes. That's all I want. All in a tiny little town of Goldston, North Carolina. Is there even a stoplight in this town?
No, not a single stoplight. We have a mayor, and I think there's 200 full-time.
I was just about to say, I think I could.
I think there's 200 to 300 full-time residents in the town.
I think I could be mayor of this town.
The mayor of the town here is Jonathan. He actually owns one of the 2 restaurants in the town.
One of the 2 restaurants.
He's over there cooking in the restaurant.
Nice. That's awesome. So if you need your wheels beadlocked, you can send them, you can ship them here, and you can drop them off in person here in Goldston, North Carolina at MacFab Beadlocks.
Yep, we can also do same-day appointments. As long as you call ahead of time, we can work you in. We can do your 15 or 16-inch beadlock while you wait.
Awesome. All right, well, that's it for us here. Off to Biggins. Mr. GJ. What's up, dude? Oh, I'm filming myself because I wanted to get the genuine reaction. Holy shit. Dude, it looks amazing. Saw my initial reaction, this is what we're dealing with here. There's not a lot of bars left on the table over there to put in here. Obviously we still have all the rear suspension to put in here, but Bigun, Bailey, and TJ and the boys over here have been absolutely killing it. And I am over the top impressed with, look at the fitment on this. Look how tight that is. Like dolphin's butthole, like watertight. It's the tightest. You ever heard of that? Dolphin's butthole?
Oh yeah.
It's watertight. It's the tightest thing in the world. But the fitment is absolutely amazing. And we're about to do the test fit trial run here. So this is that an 18 or 17? 17 inch Kirky. This is what I had before in the car, and before this right here was almost touching this. So you can see we gained over 6 inches of clearance And the floor structure is, I mean, this is as bottomed out and dumped as you can see. What you're looking at is the actual ride height, and it's for a minimum 3 inches, right? Yep. So that is sitting on 3-inch blocks. I put the Racecraft drop spindles on it and bolted on the front fenders for it because they still got to do the tube front end. Brought them the motor plates, and this is roughly where the location of the motor is going to be. We have fixed my god-awful notched out strut tower because the exhaust is not going to go out of the fender anymore. I'm going to have to get a new fender or figure out a way to repurpose this big gaper right here. But enough talking. Bigun's waiting on me. Strap my fat ass inside the car. Here we go. I think that is a wrap over here at Customs by Bigun. I don't. Hey, can you just lock me in here? I'll just sleep in it tonight. Is that okay? Have a little sleepover with me and old kILLface. So we've installed the drop spindles. We mocked up the front end. As you can see, Bigun, Bailey, and the boys over here have gotten rid of the disgusting cutout that I had that used to be the fender exit. Dude, it might be a little too low. Well, there's no such thing as too low. It might just have a little too much interference here, but we can trim this out, and then also you can put a Fox body lower control arm on here, which will narrow the entire track width up 3/4 of an inch, get it away from the fender, and it'll kind of pull it in just like the rear wheels are here. So we're waiting for the rear wheels from MacFab. They now have a known good seating position. They know where to put the shifter. So the shifter is gonna go, that's my drive shaft loop. So that's gonna go right here. The shifter's gonna mount right on top of that. And remember, I am 6'5", so I'm so far back and down in the car that you can see in this picture, like I can barely see over the hood. It's like a toddler driving a car. And I'm just a big man child, so that kind of fits. A few more bars to put in the back. So we're gonna have them, they're gonna put tabs back here as where they think would be the best place to put like a fuel cell and the puke tank. I think I'm gonna do like a custom fuel cell in between these bars and kind of sit in here. Like it'll be kind of super sick. We're talking about making the weight bar that we talked about in the previous video, plus parachute mount coming off the back, was going to double as a trailer hitch because again, drag and drive, street car type shiitake. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? It's so good. This is my car. I can't believe this is my car. Well, that's it for this one. Shout out to Eric Yost, Customs by Bigun. Shout out to MacFab Beadlocks. And shout out to every company that helps me out with this car. I truly appreciate everything. And especially my wife and kids for, mainly my wife. My kids are stoked. But mainly my wife for putting up with this nonsense. That's it. I'm out. Peace. Just one more look. You get the full profile in there. With the genius behind this. There he is. He's trying not to be on camera, but he's back there, rooting around.
Hey, Rye, Logan. Man, I tell you what, I was just driving home from work, and it's crazy. Corner of my eye, I saw this just steaming pile of dog side of the road, and I thought, man, that looks exactly like Rye, like identical. It's 100%. Like if I didn't know any better, I'd say that was Rye because you're a piece of and you never pick the phone up, and I hope you die in a fire. I mean that. I meant what I said, and I did, but I didn't mean it in like a dramatic. I don't want you to. The fire comment is not related to cars. I don't want you to die in a car fire because that's cynical. But like, let's say like you're at a fucking taco stand or like a fucking food truck, and there's a fucking grease fire, and the chef behind the inside the trailer is like, oh, what do I do with all this fucking grease? And he whips it out the window, and you're on your fucking little bicycle riding by, and it just smashes you in the face, and you're covered in fucking taco grease that's on fire. And then I have to give a eulogy, and I'm like, you know, Rye always told me that's how he wanted to go, and then that's the end of your life. That's what I hope for you, you piece of shit. Answer the phone.